Alright, I'm going live. The preview looks good. Alright, got the chat on the side, my notes ready. I'm in the green. I'll just wait a little bit. So far, no problems with the stream, I hope. Alright, so I changed it up a bit. I changed up the lighting a little bit, and I also, instead of my Logitech webcam, which I usually use for all the videos and the reviews and streaming, this time I hooked it up to my iPhone using the EboCam app. So it's hooked up to the computer, and I think it's a little better quality than the webcam. If not, just let me know, because I honestly think it's better. I did use a filter, a Lux on OBS, so maybe that also affects it. So yeah, to be honest, I think the quality is slightly better than my webcam, because I've been using that webcam for years. So hopefully it is better. Hey Swazo, hey Phil. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was Phil. Fee up? Yeah, hello Fee up, sorry. Alright, so welcome back to Movie Talk. Haven't done this in a long time, and there will be a free movie, digital movie giveaway at the end. So what it is, I'm not going to show the code right now. So basically, I got these slips, and every time I buy a Blu Ray movie, it always comes with a digital code, and I usually don't redeem them. So I haven't redeemed any of these for like the last couple of years, so I haven't activated any, but some of them do have expiration dates, so I checked up the ones that are current and the ones that do have the expiration dates on, and a lot of them will expire by the end of this month. So I want to show that off. All right, so let's dive into the movie talk of Mulan. So if you have any questions about anything else, save it towards the end. Let's just talk about the Mulan 2020. And just a warning, there will be spoilers. But the thing is, if you already seen the 1998 animated Mulan movie, you pretty much know what's going to happen, even though there are some changes. So, all right, let's talk about it. I did not like it. I did not like it. There are good things in it. It's not as bad as a lot of people say it is. And there is some beautiful imagery in this. And some fine, decent acting, depending on... because here's the thing. I have to commend this movie for something. It features an all-Asian cast, who I believe is... the majority is Chinese. So I commend them for that. And they all had to speak in English. And everyone knows that for a lot of these people, English is their second language or third or fourth or whatever. It's not their first language. That's the point. So the fact that they all had to speak in English and they tried their damn best to try to sound authentic. So at least they tried. Some of them are terrible, but I don't fully blame them because, you know, they tried their best. That's all I can say. And now we have to get to the controversial part, which is about the main actress. Every time I watch a movie, I usually don't focus on the political views of the actors and actresses, because for a movie, it's a group effort. So it's not just about the main actress. There are supporting actors, supporting actresses, the makeup department, the producers, the special effects artists, and there's different special effects artists. So and the lighters, the riggers, everything, the costume designs. It's a huge group effort. Hundreds to thousands of people work on these movies. I shouldn't. Just because of one person saying something shitty doesn't mean that I should hold that entire movie against them. So about Liu Yifei, I do not agree with her views, her political views, but I will say about her acting. And I thought that is actually not bad. Now, it's not better than Ming-Na Wen's. It's not better than the original Mulans. And some people are saying, well, if it's not better, then why are you giving praise? At least for her part, I thought she was decent with what she had to work with. And again, she had to speak in English. That's the thing. If this movie was entirely in Chinese, I think the acting would be better. I think the dialogue will be given better. And I kind of hope that they actually have a Chinese version of this, or a Chinese dub of this with the original actors and actresses. So it might sound more authentic. But again, for the main actress, I don't care about her political views. I thought she did fine. All right, so I already talked about that. Okay, so the director, Nikki Caro. Again, I thought she directed as well as she could. Now, even though, here's the thing, I don't care about the what race the director should be. I mean, yeah, you could say, why couldn't it be a Chinese director? Why couldn't it be a female Chinese director? Well, we have an Australian director, and for what she did, I thought she was fine. That's all I can say. I'll get to some of the good stuff later. So, since we're going deep into spoilers, let's talk about the beginning, which it had the narration from the father, and he's talking about the origins of Mulan, and it shows her as a child. And already I was lost. This movie lost me. I'm like, the original movie didn't even start off with that. The original movie, even the expired digital codes still work. Expiration date is just formality. Yesterday I redeemed the code, which had an expiration date in 2016. Well, maybe next. Really interesting. So I do have a bunch, so maybe I'll show that off next time. These are the ones I want to work with for now. Thank you, Sibi. So yeah, because the original movie started off on the Great Wall of China, and Shan Yu, right? Yeah, the leader. Shan Yu and the Huns were attacking the Great Wall, and the guy lit the flames and notified everyone. So yeah, the original started off perfectly. Here, we start off so slow, and we have to know the origins of Mulan? Who gives a shit? So it showed Mulan as a child, and then there's some slapstick with a chicken chase. Yeah, she's chasing this chicken all over her house, and actually not just her house, because it's one huge building, first floor, second floor of people living there, and she chased the chicken up to the roof, and everyone's like, oh my god, that Mulan, she's a terrible kid, she should be like a regular girl, why is she chasing chickens? So everyone's like that except the father. So she jumped off the roof, and she does kind of a cool superhero landing, and to be honest, if a kid did this, wouldn't you be like, oh my god, that's awesome, instead of... Seriously, she jumped off the roof. She's a tiny child, and she landed perfectly with no broken bones or anything. But everyone doesn't approve of that, and I was like, what's the problem with everyone? Even a couple people said that she's like a demon, and I was like, what? And it's the reason why they talk about that is because of her chi. Oh boy, I'll talk more about that later, but the chi is a very big thing in this movie, and it really ruins it. It really did. It wasn't, they don't talk about the chi in the original movie, so I'm like, okay, they're gonna talk about the chi in this, and it did not work out. So, the father talked with Mulan, told her that she shouldn't show off her chi anymore, and she should be a normal girl. And then we cut to many years later with Bori Khan, this time not Shan Yu, attacking a village, and oh my god, another worst part about this movie, the witch. From the trailers, when I first saw The Witch, I thought, wow, I think I'm gonna hate this movie. And here, you know what pisses me off about that? This witch? She's a shape-shifting witch. It's not like she's using hallucinations or illusions or something like that. Or she's drugging people and then they see things, and at least that's a good explanation. But no, she's a real witch who could shapeshift, who could absorb things? That part was very confusing too. So when I first saw that in the trailer, I was like, wait. So you're telling me that you got rid of Mushu because it's not realistic? So you want to make a realistic movie. Okay, you know what? You want to make a realistic Mulan movie. That is fine. So you have to get rid of Mushu. Fine. You have to get rid of the songs. Fine. But you gave us a shape-shifting witch? What part of that is realistic? It makes no sense. I was hoping that, okay, maybe everyone is, it was hallucinogens. That's why she's able to confuse people and stuff like that. She was throwing like poison gas or something like that. You know, something like that. No, she can shapeshift. And that pisses me off so much. And after seeing the movie twice, yeah, I still didn't like her. And I like the actress, Gong Li. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's a great actress. She was wasted in this. Oh my god. So this witch is, I guess, a badass because she could kill people very quickly, instantly. She has these shurikens that look like bird claws and stuff like that. So she was killing everyone. And then she transformed twice, actually. She transformed into the guy with the camel, and then she transformed into a soldier. But the thing about the transformation is that they showed the shadows of the effect. So it looked like that she was assimilating the soldier. And the thing is, she does this like a couple more times in the movie, and we never see the original bodies. So that's why I'm thinking they're part of her now. She is basically John Carpenter's The Thing. So that's why it was weird. I don't understand that power. And she's working with Bori Khan, and the thing is, that part of her makes no sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you. The only reason why she's stuck with Bori Khan is because no one wants to be around her. She's an outcast, and Bori Khan is basically treating her like a pet. But I was like, she can kill Bori Khan, she can be the leader, but she doesn't want to? I don't know. What did Bori Khan do to her? Like, brainwash her into thinking that she's a lesser version of him so she can never take over his role or something like that, or control him? It's weird because at first I thought she's gonna be the main antagonist, that Bori Khan is basically a henchman under her rule. I thought it was gonna be like that, but no, she is under Bori Khan. So that was weird. Oh, speaking of which, Jason Scott Lee, I'm glad he's back. Man, he was the Jungle Book remake. Well, would you say it's a remake? The one from the 90s. The one with Lena Headey. Oh my gosh, she was beautiful back then too. With Carrie Elway, Sam Neill. That Jungle Book, directed by the guy who directed The Mummy. Not the Tom Cruise one, the Brendan Fraser one. He directed that one. Stephen Sommers, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he was great in that, and it's great to see Jason Scott Lee again. Oh man, and he's having so much fun as the villain. And you know what? Even though I don't understand why his name has to be Bori Khan instead of Shan Yu, but you know what? He pulled it off. He was one of the best parts of the movie. Then we see the witch going into the city as the soldier, and she actually sees the emperor, and we don't really know how far the distance is between Bori Khan's camp and the city, because she's immediately in the city. I don't know how many days it took. I don't even know if it's within the same day. So that's why it was very weird. I'm like, if Bori Khan if she can go into the city that quickly, why can't Bori Khan just take over the city that quickly too? It makes no sense to me. Anyway, so she meets up with the emperor. The emperor is like, oh, we gotta send an army to defeat Bori Khan. And then we cut back to Mulan chasing rabbits, riding her horse. And oh my god. You know, I'm glad that they have the horse that looks like the one from the animated movie, but there's nothing between Mulan and the horse. Nothing. It's just a regular horse in this. She doesn't really acknowledge it that much. She doesn't do anything with the horse besides just riding the horse. I forgot what the horse's name actually. So Mulan is talking with the parents, and then we get to the matchmaker scene, which is a huge downgrade, to be honest. And I don't know. And also, you know what? They don't have the sassy grandmother from the original movie. So what they have is a slightly sassy sister? Yeah, the sister was okay, but you don't see her often. You only see her in like 3 scenes, and that was it. So I don't see the point of the sister, to be honest. They're like, I don't know, what was wrong with the grandmother? Was she too sassy? They want to make it more realistic and have a sister? Weird. Anyway, so they have the matchmaker scene, and I gotta say, there's this one scene that I actually did like. It's a very small section where they laid out like the the makeup tools and kits and stuff like that for Mulan, and it looked like stop motion for a second. So that was cool. And then they showed the makeup and doing it, and I liked it. It was elegant, and you do hear the music in the background for the matchmaker music in the background. So that was nice. But then we actually get to the matchmaker scene, and I was like, what the hell is this bullshit? The comedy did not work at all. It's because the matchmaker was incredibly serious, not goofy like in the original, and you would think that would it would be funny that way, but it really isn't. And then they, instead of the cricket, there's no cricket in the, actually no, that's a lie. There is a cricket, but it's not a cricket. So in this one, there's a spider, a CG spider, a terrible looking one to be honest. Man, and you know what? I'm not against CGI for anything, because CGI is a tool. You just have to keep working hard at it, and unfortunately, there's a lot of things involving CGI. It's not just modeling, it's not just texturing, it's not just lighting, it's the combination of everything. If one element falls apart, then the whole thing falls apart. So I think for the CGI model of the spider, I think the lighting is the biggest issue, because it honestly looks too shiny. So you could definitely tell that it is CGI. Or if you over animate something, that's also a dead giveaway. But the thing is, the art, that's the thing about CGI. You just have to keep working at it. But unfortunately, everyone's very quick to judge about the CGI. They're like, oh my god, this looks so fake. This is horrible. Ugh. Like that, you know? But it depends. I mean, if you worked on a movie like the Charlie Sheen one with the dog, and that one was considered modern at the time, so yeah, it depends. But, you know, you do need time, you do need money on that. Anyway, so there's the spider, and it falls down. And the matchmaker didn't see it. Mulan's mother didn't see it. The sister and Mulan saw it. All they had to do was say that there's a spider on the table. Seriously. I don't know why Mulan's like, oh, I had to cover it up. And the matchmaker's like, oh, you shouldn't put the tea kettle there. And Mulan's like, well, it's better there. All she had to do was explain, there's a spider there. That's it. Why is that so freaking hard? So, of course, there's shenanigans, and Mulan used her chi to balance the things like Peter Parker did in Spider-Man, where he saved Mary Jane from slipping on orange juice, and he grabbed the lunch tray with all the stuff on it. Yeah, basically the same, except this time she did save the pots and kettles at first, but something with her hair fell down, so that's why she did a 360 flip and stuff, and I don't know, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. So dishonor on the whole family. The way the matchmaker said it, it's terrible, to be honest. Like, it's not as serious. It's trying to be funny, but it's not funny as well. So you're like, you just lost something there. And then immediately we get to the army trying to recruit people, and the father wants to be recruited because he's the only man in the man in the family, but he has a hurt leg, which this time he has like some kind of tourniquet around, so that was a neat idea too. And you know what? I gotta talk about the father, Zima. He's great. He really is great. I honestly think he is the best part of this movie. Actually, every time he and Mulan talk, like having a serious discussion, I liked it. I really like it. I just wish there was more of it, but with what I'm given with, they were the best parts. That was the most emotional part, the father with the daughter, and it was great. But unfortunately, we don't, that's when it stops, and then she goes into the army and stuff, and then we don't see her reunite with the father until the very end, so I would say that it's a bit similar to the original movie, but I felt like I got more emotion from the father in this one compared to the one in the Disney, the original animated movie. But I will say, Ming-Na Wen is better than Liu Yifei, so it's, I like the father here, and I like the Mulan in there. After that, Mulan, you know, the drill, Mulan, grabs the gear, she grabs the sword, she grabs the armor, does not cut her hair this time. She does not. But I think that's okay because a lot of the men in the camp, the training camp, have long hair anyway. So she didn't have to really cut her hair. I guess that's fine. Anyway, she tried to make herself look more like a man by putting not wearing makeup and putting some dirt on her face and stuff. That was kind of funny. Anyway, so Mulan's father and her family realize that she's gone, and you do hear the lines that, "Oh, you have to go after her. She could be killed. If I reveal her, she will be." And then he talks to the ancestors, but this time there's no stone dragon. There's the phoenix. So then we have the father narrating a bit, and she's going over the lands, trying to get to the training camp. She's riding the horse, and it's like a Lord of the Rings montage with them walking through the world, walking through Middle Earth. And then comes the most awkward part of the movie, where I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but it made me laugh my ass off. Mulan got lost. Mulan got lost. I cannot believe it. That did not happen in the original movie. In the original movie, she was right there, right outside the training camp. But here, she got lost. Oh my god. I couldn't believe it. And not just that, she ran out of food. The last thing she had is basically a rotten apple. I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. So she's all wimpy, she's all emotional, she's about to cry, she looks like she was about to die too, and I was like, what is wrong with this girl? This is nothing like the Mulan from the original movie. And then we have the Phoenix. I can't believe how offended I am by this thing. This thing does nothing. It's just a CGI effect. Sure, it can be pretty to look at, but it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't talk. It doesn't even really interact with Mulan. If anything, it's basically a waypoint. Yeah, a waypoint in a video game. Mulan's like, I'm lost. Phoenix shows up, goes in that direction. There's the camp. The Phoenix does absolutely nothing. And it shows up a couple times more in the movie, and I was like, what's the point of this thing? And I don't even understand the Phoenix. Like, is it actually there? Or Mulan is about to die, she's dehydrated, she's very hungry, so she's hallucinating the Phoenix? But the Phoenix shows up a couple more times, and Mulan actually sees it, so that's why I was very confused. So the Phoenix actually exists in this thing, or not? And if it did, then it's a terrible thing, because it could have, I don't know, destroyed the Roran army. Oh yeah, I forgot the name of the army in this one. It's not the Huns. No, that would have been so simplistic. They wanted to call it the Rorans. Honestly, I never heard of this. If it's a real thing, I'm sorry, but it sounded awful. The Rorans instead of the Huns. I don't get it. I guess that's why even if there are songs in this, I don't think they could use the song When I Make a Man Out of You, because, you know, the Huns is used in the song. So what would they replace it with? The Rorans? It would sound awful. I don't understand the point of that. So Mulan finally gets to the army camp, and then we meet up with the guys from the original movie. But at first, I didn't even know who they are. I heard they're supposed to be in it, but I didn't know who they are. So the skinniest guy, Ling, is Ling. And he's Jimmy Wong. He's from the Rocket, not Rocket League, Rocket Jump videos, the ones on YouTube. So yeah, Jimmy Wong is Ling, which makes sense. But there's the other guys who keep confusing me. Yao is in it, Poe is in it, and there's another fat guy with a mustache, and they look the same. And then there's a fat guy too named Cricket. Yeah, we can't have an actual cricket named Cricket. We have to have a man named Cricket who looks a lot like Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming. It's not the same actor, but kind of looks the same. The voice sounds the same too, to be honest. But yeah, we have a Cricket. And yeah, I was very confused because I didn't even know who they are until they finally ate together, and that was like way later into the movie. And then Hung Hui, who is the love interest in this, talks to Yao, and I was like, that is Yao? So which one's Po and which one's the other guy? I don't know. I still don't know, to be honest. So yeah, we have to talk about Hung Hui. So Shang is not in this. Shang is divided into two people. Commander Tung, who is played by Donnie Yen, and Hung Hui, who is I don't know who played him, I'm sorry. And Hung Hui. I don't know why they had to do this. Realistic? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. So, yeah, Shang is divided into two people. Hung Hui is the love interest and the rival of Mulan. Donnie Yen is great in it. I mean, Donnie Yen is great in almost everything. I mean, he was one of the bright spots in Rogue One, a movie I didn't like, so... I know I'm gonna get backlash for that. I'll explain it in, wait, I think I already did a movie talk about it. If I didn't, I gotta make a movie talk about it. So, yeah, but Hung Hui... I honestly think his acting's the worst out of everyone in the entire movie, and I'm not fully blaming him because, like I said, English as a second language. It's very hard, and I commend all of them to try. But he was honestly awful, and not just that. Oh my God, I did not like this character. I did not like this personality. I mean, he is a nothing. He is really a nothing. Maybe I am glad that he's not named Shang, because I would have been like, oh my gosh, Shang is demoted or devolved or downgraded. Sorry, downgraded. So yeah. Oh boy. So, and now here's the interesting thing. In the original movie, Mulan had her own tent in the camp. This time, she has to sleep in a big tent with about, like, at least 10 other men. So she knows that she would be in trouble if she sleeps with them without the armor and without the disguise. So what she does is every time there's a night shift to watch the base and stuff like that, she always volunteers for it. So she always sleeps very late, and not just that, she doesn't bathe with the other men because she would be found out. So basically, she doesn't bathe at all. So after a while, she does get smelly, and every man keeps complaining about it. But at first, you would think there was some suspense, like the first time she's trying to sleep with the other men in the tent, and she might get found out because she was, her boobs might get exposed. They would accidentally touch her or something like that, because I think it was Yao or Po who keeps sleeping back and forth, like changing positions and stuff like that, and then hugging other men and stuff. So at first, there seemed like suspense, but they honestly just played it off like, like slapstick, and it wasn't even good. So, yeah, there's that issue. And then we get to Mulan training. And yeah, they do the training montage from the original movie, but they changed a couple things. There's still the arrow thing, they are training with the swords and with the pikes and spears and stuff like that. But this time, instead of the pole, where Shang shot an arrow at the top of the pole and told people to use the two metals to climb up there and grab the arrow, yeah, that was changed for this one. This time, they have to climb to the top of the mountain with 2 buckets of water and with their arms fully straight, and they have to climb up the stairs up to the top of the mountain. And I'll get to my huge problem with that later, because that's when Mulan actually finishes it. So they have this training, and you do hear a bit of the When I Make a Man Out of You song in the background. But I will say this about the music. It's kind of awful. It's because... And not just that, I don't know why the music sounded worse in this compared to the original movie. Maybe it's because there are no lyrics. It's just a background music. But at least I did love the background music of those songs too. So that's why I'm like, why does it seem awful in this? And not just that, I love Reflection. They played the hell out of that music in this entire movie. It got super annoying. Like every single emotional beat, they have to play Reflection. And I was like, what's the point of this? You're just ruining the song. So every time Mulan accomplishes something, you hear the Reflection music. Every time she feels sad, you hear the Reflection music. It gets super annoying. I'm like, seriously, you couldn't make new music for this? You had to keep replaying Reflection? Oh my god. Whew. So while Mulan is training, they get better and better and better, and one guy did get kicked out. So at least there are consequences because he cheated, and so he got banished. And but Mulan was never in any trouble. She was never in any trouble. In the original movie, she was struggling. She couldn't keep up, and she cheated. Well, she didn't personally cheat. Mushu cheated for her. The one with the fish. So, and the one with the apple with the arrow and stuff like that. So yeah, here, Mulan is actually keeping up with the men. She was never in any trouble. So that's what really pisses me off about this. Hell, she's even better than the men because of her chi. We get to the scene where she fights with Hung Hui with the spears, and she does all these flips and tricks and kicks, and she kicked the spear next to him and stuff like that. And I gotta admit, some of the choreography is badass. But again, this whole thing with the chi. Okay, so basically the chi is the force. And it ruins the movie for me. Because basically what the movie is trying to tell me is that Mulan has so much chi that she has the most chi out of everyone. Out of everyone. She's way better than the men. She's even better than the witch. She has the most chi. She's basically Rey from Star Wars. It's like whoever wrote the screenplay for this saw, hey, you know what? Let's make Star Wars except for the Chinese people. Yeah, basically it. We'll take Rey, swap it with Mulan. Boom, there, done. And I like Rey. I do like Rey from Star Wars, but even I must admit, she is super OP, man. And she almost never got cut. She almost never got damages or anything. She's too perfect. That's the problem with this Mulan. She's too damn perfect. Like, everything she does is extraordinary, and I don't understand why they have to do that. In the original movie, the first time we see Mulan, she's lazy. She cheats. She procrastinates. I mean, she tries to study for the matchmaker like an hour before she has to meet up with the matchmaker, and because she can't do it in time, she tries to write down the notes on her arm and stuff like that. That's Mulan in the original movie. But when she trained, yes, she keeps getting knocked down. Yes, she couldn't keep up with the men. But you know what? She showed off one skill, that she is smart. She's the only one who knew how to climb up that pole and grab that arrow. She tied the two metals together and used it to climb the pole. She's the only one to do that. She got the respect of her men, and at that point, she was banished. She was basically banished. But she made a point. She got the respect of the men. She got the respect of Shang, and she's allowed to stay in the group because she's the only one who could do that. And then that gave inspiration to everyone, and then they got better at the training. So easy, so simple, and it's done through a song. Here, Mulan is perfect! And of course, she's the only one who could climb the stupid mountain. The only one. But you know what's the problem with the mountain for me? It's not like it's a very, very steep mountain, like with steps kind of like Mordor from The Lord of the Rings, where Frodo and Sam and Gollum were climbing that. No, nothing like that. It's just a bunch of regular steps. Anybody can do it as long as they have the stamina. But Mulan had the most stamina from the beginning, you know? So that's why I was like, I don't see the purpose of the mountain. If you did this to be realistic, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. That's why I was like, you missed the point of Mulan from the original movie. That's what made her character interesting. She is super flawed. And she worked hard to get to where she is. This Mulan was already perfect. That's why I was so angry. I was way too angry about that. And now the army has to go fight off the Rorons. And, you know, I had a problem with the story. I had a problem with the pacing of the events and how the events were downgraded compared to the original movie. But I was hoping for at least the fights would be amazing. I was hoping for the avalanche scene to at least be cool looking. I was hoping for a lot of things. Because from the trailer, I thought the, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of choreography, that looked cool from the trailer. But when I finally see it in action in the movie, it's awful. It's really awful. And you know what? I gotta commend Nikki Caro for trying to make the martial arts movie for the Western audience. It just didn't work. So, Mulan tries to chase Bori Khan. She loses him in the tar pits or something like that. And then she faces off against the witch. It wasn't really a fight. The witch just knocked her out after a couple hits and broke her armor, and that was it. And here's the weird thing. The witch says that because Mulan is hiding her... Mulan's chi is weak because Mulan keeps lying. And I was like, that was ever a thing? What's the point? I mean, she's trying to defend her family's honor. Shouldn't that be more important for the chi? But no, apparently not. So apparently she lied too much about who she is. She couldn't keep her secret identity anymore. So that's... And if Mulan wants to be powerful again, she has to, tell everyone that she's a woman. Basically, that's what it is. She stripped her father's armor, loses it. What a bitch! That's your father's armor! You just lose it in tar pits? Do you even go back to get it after the battle? I mean, why'd you do that? So yeah, she gets rid of the armor, she lets her hair down, you hear the reflection music in the background, she's getting ready for battle and everything's in slow motion, and then she fights off a couple dudes, she does the sword swinging thing, and then we after the Rorons are terrified of her, she's a witch! Then we have the army doing the turtle formation with the shields. And now we get to the avalanche scene. Okay, so in the original movie, there was no big fight. It was just the avalanche. It kept it simple because at that time, the army was small, the Hun army was humongous, and Shang knows that there's a huge chance they would die, but they were trying to kill Shan Yu. But here, Bori Khan is already gone, so there's no point anymore. So the Mulan's army is in the turtle formation, and then the Rorons brought out the catapults and start shooting flaming balls. And they have great accuracy because they never missed. They killed a bunch of people already. So at this point, Mulan's like, okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna grab a bunch of helmets, go to a higher cliff, past the Rorons. Somehow she ran past the Rorons. It made no sense because here's Mulan's army, here's Mulan, here's the Rorons, and here's the cliff. She managed to outride everyone and get to the top of the cliff. And I was like, how'd she do that? With her chi? Ugh. So she got to the cliff. She sets down the helmets to make it look like the army was over there. So she kills a couple people with the arrows, and then the Rorons look behind them and thought that the army's there. So they turned the catapults, and then it's weird because they were aiming perfectly at the army. 100% accuracy. They never missed. But this time they missed. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a joke. I did laugh, but I don't think it was supposed to be intentionally funny. So when the Rorons shot the flaming ball, see, Mulan's let's pretend Mulan's is at the cliff over here. The flaming ball, instead of going right over her, like slightly missing her, no, it's overshot. Like way above her into the top of the mountain. And I was like, how do you miss? And that reminds me of the Mushu line. How do you miss? How can you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you. So the flaming ball hit the top of the mountain, which causes the avalanche. And it was the most lamest looking avalanche I've seen in a movie like this. I mean, seriously, there's the avalanche from 2012. There's a bunch of cool looking avalanches in like Dante's Peak even and stuff like that. And in the recent James Bond movies I was watching from the 70s and 60s and 70s. So I'm like, this is the best you could do with CGI for an avalanche? Really? Oh my God. If I wanted to see a great avalanche movie, I'd rather go see a Vertical Limit. Oh my God. This is so lame. Hell, even War for the Planet of the Apes did a avalanche better than this. So I was like, what? You know this is supposed to be an epic scene, right? So this avalanche kills the Roran army, slightly touches the regular army. Hong Hui got lost in all the commotion, so Mulan had to save him. But in the original movie, it was more epic because everyone could have died. It killed the Hun army, almost all of them, and then it could have killed the Mulan's army, and almost all of them fell off the cliff. So yeah, they almost fell off the cliff. So that was more epic in the original animated movie. I don't know why they couldn't do the same thing here, because the battleground, it's on a flat area, and there's no cliff. It's just a big ass flat area. So it's like, there are no stakes in this. There are nothing. And this movie tried to be dark with the flaming ball killing all the men and stuff like that, but no, this movie wasn't dark at all. It had no dark moments. It was pretty lame. So Mulan revealed herself to the army, and this was a very interesting one. I don't think I like it though. So Commander Tung. Because in the original movie, Shang was told to kill her, and it looked like he was going to kill her because he took out the sword. But in this one, Commander Tung just walks toward Mulan and says, "You are banished." That's it. And Mulan immediately replies, "I wish I was dead." I was like, what the hell? Why do you have to change it? Why do you have to change it? You could have... the original was fine with that, you know? You could have made Donnie Yen, Commander Tung, walk towards her, and it looks like he's gonna kill her, and then he decides to spare her, and then Mulan is sad. The whole thing with "you are banished," and her replying, "Oh, I'd rather be dead," it was too funny in a very serious moment. It just didn't work. So Mulan is sad, she's crying, she felt like she dishonored her family, blah, 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 blah. She talks with the witch, and here's the thing about the witch and Mulan. They did this before in the Aladdin remake, where they made Aladdin and Jafar very similar. When they were little, they were both street rats, and Aladdin could be Jafar if Aladdin is led towards down that path. So it's basically the same thing here. The Mulan and the witch are basically the same person in different paths. And if Mulan kept going, she might become like the witch. She might become an outcast. So the witch told Mulan that, oh, Borikhan is still alive. He's in the city now. Mulan's like, oh my god, I gotta warn people. And then she warns the army. They're easily convinced compared to the original movie. Like, it took time in the original movie, at least. Like, Shang didn't want to believe her. The guys didn't want to believe her. But here it's like, oh no, we believe her because she saved us. Oh my god, it's so stupid. And now we're at the city. The witch assimilated the chancellor, and then the emperor goes into this abandoned construction thing. It makes no sense also. I guess they were trying to build another building, but it's not finished. So it turns out it was an ambush, and then Jet Li, as the emperor, does this weird curtain, Doctor Strange cloak, pull twist thing with the curtains, and he killed a couple people, and then he got kidnapped, and he was tied up and stuff like that by Bori Khan, and then Mulan reaches the city, and then we have terrible choreography for the fights. I mean, they showed this on YouTube. There's one where Mulan is running along the wall, and on the other side there's one of the Rorons running towards her with swords, and then Mulan slashes at him, but from the editing it looked like she missed, but apparently she killed the Roron with that slash. So I was like, that was weird. And yeah, the choreography for the fights are not good. They're really not. So then Mulan is informed by the witch again that the emperor is kidnapped, and then Mulan goes over there. The witch actually saves her by getting shot in the back with an arrow by Bori Khan, and I don't understand why. I mean, why would you do that? Makes no sense. And yeah, they tried to make it emotional, and it didn't work, because I didn't care about the witch. I didn't care that she died, and I didn't care that she sacrificed herself. I think it was stupid. I mean, if the witch is really that powerful and strong, couldn't she, I don't know, kill Bori Khan easily instead of just talking to him for like 10 seconds before he decides to shoot an arrow? I don't know. It's weird. This whole thing with the witch is stupid. So Mulan has the final fight with Jason Scott Lee, and they tried to do this Pirates of the Caribbean kind of thing where they're on top of platforms, they're jumping off of platforms and stuff like that. And yeah, it reminds me so much of the Jack Sparrow versus Will Turner fight from the original Pirates of the Caribbean. But the problem is that fight is comical. This fight is supposed to be a fight to the death, but I don't feel any tension. And also, we know that Mulan's gonna win anyway. Not one time in my mind did I think that she could die or she could get seriously hurt. No. The movie could have fooled me, but it didn't. So Mulan kicked Bori Khan off the platform. Bori Khan is still alive. Tried to shoot Mulan with an arrow, but Jet Li grabs it with his hand, and then Mulan kicks the arrow back at Bori Khan, and Bori Khan is dead. Then we get to another great part about this movie, which lasts only like 10 seconds. Ming-Na Wen shows up in a cameo, and she's wearing the Mulan dress from the original movie. So I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then she leaves, and you're like, no, come back. And then we get to Mulan talking to the Emperor, and she's like, I have to go home. She goes home, reunites with the family, blah, 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 blah. She gets a sword, that's it. And Christina Aguilera new song, Loyal, Brave, True, is awful. I do not like that song. But her singing Reflection again, I thought she still got it. She really got it. I like the new version of Reflection. I thought it was really, really good. But other than that, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the Phoenix was in the fight between Mulan and Bori Khan, and it does nothing. It doesn't even do like it doesn't even blind Bori Khan either. So I was like, what's the point of the Phoenix? Oh my god. And that was Mulan 2020. A huge... It's weird because I was expecting for this movie to at least be decent, to at least be good, to prove everyone wrong. But no, it's just not good. The original movie is way better. And here, I don't understand what's up with these Disney remakes. So the original movie is almost an hour and 30 minutes long. This movie's almost 2 hours long. You have like almost 30 minutes of extra footage, but what are you trying to show? I mean, it makes no sense. You could expand so much of the original storylines and stuff, or with the characters at least. But no, you don't do that much. So even the Lion King remake, I was like, how are you longer by 30 minutes, but you don't have any substance, you know? So that's why I don't understand about these Disney remakes. And I'm not saying all of them are bad. I mean, there are some that I actually like that I know people think they're bad. I like the Beauty and the Beast remake. I mostly like the Aladdin remake. The only thing I hate about the Aladdin remake is Jafar and the fact that there's no giant snake, there's a giant parrot. Ugh. But yeah, I hated Jafar on that. I really liked whatchamacallit. I really liked the live action Cinderella. I really liked actually I think that's it. Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. The Lion King, ugh. And Maleficent, ugh. And Alice in Wonderland, ugh. At least I like the sequel a bit more. And I think that's it, right? Oh, Pete's Dragon. I was kind of bored by that one. I kind of like the original one more, to be honest, but at least the remake has more emotions, so I'll give it that. And Lady and the Tramp, I couldn't finish it, so I guess I didn't like it. I was bored. So yeah, that's the trend of the Disney remakes. And basically what I think what everyone's trying to say is, please stop. We're getting the Little Mermaid remake soon. We're getting 101 Dalmatians, which I believe Emma Stone is part of, which I'm kind of looking forward to because it's Emma Stone, but I'm pretty sure it might be bad. And yeah, that's it for now. I mean, why can't you just remake the movies that were very, very flawed? Like The Black Cauldron. Do that. That one was flawed. You could do that. Ah, man. So, and I hit something. So that was Mulan 2020. Let me see, is anyone here? Okay, I got at least 5 viewers. So what do you guys think? I'll give you about 30 seconds to respond before I even do the codes. Unless you're all here for the codes. You're like, just give it to me anyway. Oh, I'll say this. The set design I really like. And this movie is really colorful. It's really vibrant. I know some people said that it's a little too colorful, so that's why they think it's a little fake. But I honestly really like the way everything looked, and almost everything took place during the day. So I was really happy about that. How long was I going? 52 minutes? Oh, Swazo. Hey, Mulan was a joke. I never saw Mulan or the original. Oh, you haven't seen the original? If you ever have Disney Plus, I do recommend that one at least. Oh yeah, here's the thing. Mulan is $30. I saw it for $30. Oh my god. Is it worth it? Hell no. Oh my god. It is not worth 30, man. And you know what? It's December. I think Mulan is supposed to be free soon anyway. So, yeah. It felt like the movie wasn't sure what tone they want to commit to. That is true. Oh, you'll probably watch it on Disney Plus? I do recommend it. It's the original Mulan is short. It's 88 minutes minus the, if you take away the credits, it's probably 80 minutes. Yeah, the $30 thing. Listen, I can understand. Disney is trying to recoup their losses because of the whole pandemic, and originally this movie was supposed to come out in March. To be honest, I do have the AMC pass, so I do pay like a little monthly for the membership. So it's like if I watch at least 2 movies, I basically save money per month. So I can understand Disney wanting to try to recoup their losses, because if they just send it straight to DVD, they might lose money. If they try it with Disney Plus and do the premiere thing, I can understand. Unfortunately, $30 is way too steep. If it was 20, I think it would have been, I mean, it's still not a good movie, but I'm saying that $20 is a little better than, spending 30 bucks on. But yeah, the fact that you have to pay $30 on top of the membership, which is, what, $8? Yeah, that's horrible. And here's the weird thing. Soul is supposed to come out very soon, the Pixar one. And that was originally supposed to be in theaters, but it's going to be on Disney Plus this time. But here's the weird thing. They didn't say anything about Premiere Access for that one, so I don't think it'll be $30. So why is Soul not going to be, is Soul not expensive? I mean, it's a Pixar movie. They spent a lot of money on it, right? So that's why I'm a little confused. I know Mulan is expensive, about $200 million worth. And yeah, $200 million. Oh my god, isn't that the same budget of Aquaman? Oh my god. Yeah, the original is for sure way better. Yeah, that's the thing. If this movie want to go full on realistic, have some dark imagery, some dark battles, but some good choreography, I would have been fine with that. But it seemed like they were trying to make it for kids as well, so they lost some of that vision, and it just did not work. I mean, if you want to do a shot-by-shot remake of the original, be my guest. Some people would say that's a waste of time and money, but at least that's something. But or keep it realistic, keep it dark. That would have been something too. But no, they try to keep it in the middle, and it's not a good mixture. It's a really awful mixture. CB Raj, haven't seen both. Yeah, if anything, I just if you have Disney Plus, I recommend the original. All right, so I'm done talking about it. You guys want the codes? I guess you guys are the only ones. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show the code on the screen. It's gonna be first come, first serve. So whoever enters the code first gets the movie. So since I see 5 viewers, and I believe it's Swazo, Philip, and CB Raj, I don't know who the other 2 are. All right. Just getting ready. All right, so the first movie will be Parasite. And you have to go to the universalredeem.com. So it's a UNIVERSALREDEEM.com. This is for anyone who wants the movie Parasite. All right, that should be enough time. Oh, let me see. I gotta see myself on camera. Okay. All right, that's the first one. All right, so the next one is The Shape of Water. I'm just hiding the code here. I think that's better for now. So you have to go to this website. It's foxdigitalmovies.com. All right, showing the code. Okay. All right, give some time for that one. Okay. Yeah. All right, so the next one is for Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home. All right, ready? All right, you have to go to that website. SonyPictures.com/MA Redeem. Give you some time. All right, showing the code. Okay. Someone write down in the chat. Are you actually seeing the codes? You know what the problem is? I'm like 30 seconds ahead of the preview, so this is annoying to wait. All right, so this is the exact same website for this is going to be for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Hopefully you didn't log out of that one, guys. All right, here's the code. Okay. All right, so I'm shuffling a little bit. All right, so this one, I think I explained earlier that I was a bit worried about. I think Phil heard about it. This one's for Alita Battle Angel. And the only reason I'm a bit worried about it is because they didn't say the expiration date on the code. But the movie came out in 2019, so I assume that the code should still be fine. And I think Sibi Raj was talking about the expiration date is just a formality. You redeem the code that expired in 2016, so I think it should be fine. So anyway, this is Alita Battle Angel. Okay. So this will be for Fox Digital Movies. All right. If you need the website, foxdigitalmovies.com. All right. Gonna show the code now. Okay. All right, so the next one will be Avengers Endgame. And I think a lot of people have this on Disney Plus or have the Blu Ray already, so I'm just showing it. This one will be from redeemdigitalmovie.com. All right, showing the code. Avengers Endgame. All right. So I have 4 left for now. I'll take what you said in mind, CB Raj. I'm gonna double check the other digital codes and might give those away. But like I said, these are the only ones I know with actual expiration dates. So how's everyone doing? Apparently, I got 7 viewers right now. Who are the ones that got the codes? Fee up that said you got Far From Home. And Swazo, you said you're waiting. And now 6 views. Okay. No. All right. So this is for Knives Out. You have to go to this website. Knives Out. MovieRedeem.com. I gotta cut my fingernails. I'm so sorry. They look horrible. I just noticed. All right, here's the code. Okay. Alrighty. 3 left. Alright, so this one is the Mission Impossible Fallout. This one is for Paramount Movies. Mission Impossible Fallout. Oh, ParamountMovies.com. And the code is revealed now. Okay. Alright, 2 left. Alright, so the next one is going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Alright, so this is the website you have to go to. Alright, showing the code right now. Okay. Alright, so the final movie will be My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. Yeah, I just got the Blu Ray like a week or two ago, along with the Digimon, what was it? Digimon Last Evolution Kazuna? I still haven't seen that yet, so I gotta watch that. Alright, so, are you ready? Alright, so, last one. So this is for My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, which I gotta say is possibly the best movie I've seen this year. And you know what? Since the coronavirus and stuff like that, yeah, it's weird. I can't believe I would say that My Hero Academia Heroes Rising is the best movie I've seen this year, but it's really, really good. All right, ready for the code? All right, here's the code. Good luck. It's a long one. All right. So that's it for now. I gotta throw those away since those are used. If there are more Blu-ray purchases I make and they have digital codes, I could also give those away. Because for me, I don't watch the movies digitally that much anyway. Also, there are streaming services. There's the Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't see the point in digital codes. I am more of a physical guy. But to be honest, I think physical Blu-rays and even physical games will go away in the future. From what I believe, everything will be like sand disks, you know, like those tiny sand disk flash drives, or you know, memory cards even, so stuff like that. Oh, Phil, yeah, thank you for you're welcome, buddy. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if you got all the codes. How's everyone else in the group? Were you did you get any of the codes? Because even if I'm glad that one guy got it, but at the same time, I feel awful if no one else got at least one. Oh, you have all the movies? Oh, Phil and City Up, CB Up, and who else is watching? Um, can you tell me which codes you actually got? Or is Phil Up the only? Oh wait, Phil Up said I only wanted those two, which I got. I was trying to redeem, but they beat me to it. Hmm. I wonder who the other viewers are. They don't want to talk, huh? Because there was 7 at one point, I believe. Oh, you got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Far From Home. What were the movies that you wanted, Swazo? Sorry about that. Oh, you gotta go now? Alright, thanks, B Up. Oh, what are plans for streams this week? Okay, so um let me see. Friday, I'm definitely doing the Bond watch, because what I realized that I honestly get very tired on Saturday and a bit on Sunday. Oh, thank you, CB Raj. Thank you. So wait, let me see. The next Bond movie I have to watch, because I'm trying to do 2 over the week. I watched Diamonds Are Forever with you, Swaza, and now I have to watch Live and Let Die. I'm gonna watch that Friday. Friday at 11. The Man with the Golden Gun. I think I might save that to Monday. Oh, you're trying to get Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Knives Out. Those 2 are great movies. So and I'm basically done with Kingdom Hearts. I might do a stream of that once I get better, but not for now. Let's see. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream more of either Bug Snacks or Astrobot. Astrobot, I think I could finish tomorrow. And then I'm gonna try to do another movie talk. I'm trying to watch The Witches because you know, I want to use up the free trial of HBO Max, and also I want to see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion, and as well as the whatchamacallit, Wonder Woman's coming out also this month. So yeah, I gotta do that one. A movie talk. I don't think I want to do the stream watch of The Witches. I think a movie talk is better for that one. You love Tarantino movies? Yeah. Oh, anybody else who was who's joining in right now? Unfortunately, the giveaway is done. It's already gone. But I hope to see you all again. Fee Up, CB Raj, and Swazo, as usual. So yeah, tomorrow I'm around the same time, 11. I'm gonna try to do either Astrobot or Bugsnax. And tomorrow's Thursday, right? So Friday, yeah, I'll do the Bond watch of Live and Let Die. I think Saturday and Sunday I'm taking a break because I'm working all day and I realized that I'm way too tired at night. And then Monday I'll do Live and Let Die. And hopefully The Witches, the HBO Max one, very soon. So that's my plans. And also I'm trying to work on this review that I promised I would finish. There's a bunch of reviews I actually want to finish it as well. All right, Swazo, thanks so much. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time.